Greetings, everybody. I'm here to talk about Trump's honeymoon in the midterms that is coming up. But first, Trump's honeymoon. I think Trump's honeymoon is a lot better than Barack Hussein Obama's on the count that Trump did a lot. For instance, it was good, bad, and ugly at the same time. The good would have been like him ending the ban on silencers and scrapping the TPP. When I mean silencers, I mean suppressors. They're those things that keeps the gun, well, suppresses the noise, so the gun's less noisy when you fired it. Especially when you're in the fucking shooting range, shooting the gun. The bad is that he re he re-established the CIA black sites. Now, the CIA black sites have done nothing to stop terrorism. All it did is just have CIA agents violate people's civil liberties, if you know what I mean. And the ugly part was him launching 50 tomahawks towards an air base in Syria, which I opposed because that was an act of war, people. Oh, act of war, yeah. Now, I think he's been better than Bush and Obama so far during those first 100 days. Obama just sat around and did nothing. Bush was just an insider, and Dick Cheney was just the one who's pulling all the strings. But if I could give Trump's honeymoon something, I give it a 6.2 out of 100. Or I mean 10. 100. But anyways, that's enough of Trump's honeymoon. Let's head off to the midterms. Next year is the midterms. That means there will be those running for Congress, state assembly, and municipal positions. Now for the 43rd Congressional District of California. This district is currently represented by Maxine Waters. Now, Maxine Waters is one of the most unhinged politicians ever to walk the earth. And she has been one of the worst people on record to represent California via 43rd Congressional District. Now, there is a challenger who goes by the name Omar Navarro. Now, I think that Omar Navarro is decided. Omar Navarro is running against Maxine Waters. And I'm kind of cynical if he ever wins the election. Because the way the voting, the way how people vote in that area. I'm talking about that the entire area is like Democrat City. And Maxine Waters act like she cares about these people. We all know she doesn't. She doesn't give a fuck about everybody in the 43rd district. Hell, I bet she doesn't even live there. She lives in some gated community in the Los Angeles area and act like she is in touch with the population there. No, she's not. And she spends most of her time race baiting and all that lovely shit. Not knowing that she is race baiting. Well, you know how I feel about her. And you all know how crazy she is. In fact, she's out of touch with the population there. I'm hoping that Omar Navarro is more in touch with the people there than she is. But is she most likely gonna beat her challenger? Well, yes, I think she will. It's sad to say, but that's the truth. And keep in mind that the cities in the, the communities in the 43rd districts are Hawthorne, Inglewood, and I guess parts of South Central. And that area suffers when it comes to education. It's like people there are, well, what I'm saying is that the entire area suffers when it comes to education. They're like the dead last when it comes to educated people coming out of the 43rd district. And that's why Maxine Waters keeps getting reelected, because she keeps lying to the people like she gives a damn towards them. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody there. All she cares about is getting reelected to the point where she retires from politics. Then she'll pretty much be known as the lady who spent most of her life as a career politician. That's what they all are. A career politicians that get bought out by billionaires and whatnot. Enough of that shit. Now, during this midterm election, I'm going to be focusing on California, on the account that I am from the state. That means I'm going to be focusing on the gubernatorial election. I also might focus on some of the state assembly elections, the state senate elections, as well as the federal elections for federal positions and municipal positions. But here are the candidates that are running for governor. We got like Gavin Newsom, Antonio Villaraigosa, and I heard that Loretta Sanchez is running as well for the governor's seat as Democratic candidates. For the Republicans, we got Travis Allen, John H. Cox, Dwayne Johnson, Anaconda Lisa Rice, and I heard that Kevin Faulconer was going to run, but I guess he turned that down. And now with Condoleezza Rice becoming governor, I oppose that. I do. I hope that Dwayne Johnson becomes the Republicans' nominee. I will vote for him over Gavin Newsom. Now, with Gavin Newsom, he's basically Jerry Brown 2.0, or Jerry Brown the sequel. And he is just as bad as Jerry Brown, if not worse, on the account that he will support any wacky policies he comes up with. Now, for one example of his wacky policies is his gun control policies. Gun control never works. You can make it illegal to own guns in the state, or make it harder to own guns in the states, but when it comes to criminality, criminals are not going to give up their guns easily. Even if you do that stupid guns for benefits program where someone trades in their gun via Glock or Mauser for like benefits, it's not going to work. Gangsters don't trade their Glock for a fucking food stamp. It just doesn't work that way. They keep it because they can rob people. And I do not like Gavin Newsom, people. This guy's fucking insane. Like, all he wants to do is regulate everything. He's gonna try to find anything to regulate people. And if I could, I will I will encourage my fellow Californians to vote against this piece of shit. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he supports decriminalization of infecting people with AIDS, or legalized murder, I like to call it. That's what it is. Of course, Jerry Brown signed in a law that legalized infecting people with AIDS virus out of misconception. Which people should do is boycott the state. That's what I say. Boycott this fucking state, you know. And and the idea of having him as governor is gonna make things worse. Just to tell you this. Look up all the worst shit he has done so far. Now, most important thing I want to do in this video is remind people to get out there and vote. Not just in California or in just in California, but in every state. Get out there and vote for who's going to be running for governor, senate, or anyone. Now, I don't know who's running for senator. Who's going to be running against Dianne Feinstein. But I'm hoping it be somebody that is good. That is, like, not as fucking shitty as any other people we have in the Senate right now. It'll be like a Rand Paul or a Amish dude, whatever his name is. Amish. That's what his name is. And if that's the case, then I'll vote for him or her to get rid of that old hag that's in that office. All Dianne Feinstein's care about is getting reelected until she gets too old to be in this Senate. So I'm hoping there'll be a good candidate that is going against Dianne Feinstein. Fuck that bitch, and fuck her gun control. And fuck Gavin Newsom too. So please get out there and vote, people. This is your chance to drain the swamp, because we hear about Trump draining the fucking swamp up in Washington, D.C. Well, I can guarantee you folks that if you get out there and vote, you can help drain the swamp for Trump, you know, because the only way Trump can truly drain the swamp is when everybody gets out there and vote against every incumbent that is in office. And we need to do that. So, I'm Wicked Wonka. I'm signing out. Now, if you want to hear more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube or follow me on VidMe. You can also follow me on Twitter, Gab, and Minds.com. So I'm Wicked Wonka. I'm signing out.